like being screwed with or something?
Yeah, I was messing with that thing.
Yeah, you get the answer of, or do you get the feeling of get the hell out?
Yeah.
But we didn't get threatened out there or anything. I mean,
No,
clearly whatever that was by that palmetto bush, we didn't. We looked for frogs. We go through the process, people, of elimination. Okay. You didn't see it because the camera was pointing our way, but Mark got these vocals and stuff prior to going in there, and I was hearing mumblings at my 2 o'clock position. He was getting them on 10. So, you know, I don't even know if I should even put this on YouTube. I really don't. I mean, you know, I don't.
I'm going to leave it up to you, Chris. Okay.
I don't know if I should put it on YouTube because I
care
just, you know, I promised everybody we would tell them the truth, but this is like unbelievable. Okay, we're back at the truck, and just like I said a few videos back, I had wanted to quit doing this twice, and I was exhausted. It was getting freaky out there, and we were just hearing these vocals, and I honestly felt like just throwing the towel in. I'm saying, hey, I had enough. It's like, you know, throw in the towel, go on with your life, forget this, forget it. It was getting freaky. And when I bent over, I don't remember anymore if there was any camera. I don't think the camera was running.
The camera wasn't going.
No, the camera was not going. When I bent over to charge my Thermacell, because I was literally, there must have been 50 mosquitoes around me, so I felt definitely threatened. I bent over to start pulling it out of my bag, and that's when we heard the ping.
Yeah.
Something hit a tree. Something hit a tree trunk. We know the sound. Something hit a tree trunk, and then that was the beginning of the activity, the measurable activity for today.
Yeah.
And so we finished up real fast, and we started going in. You led the way. You put on the snake guards. We led the way, and Mark led the way in there. And it was just like
non-stop until
it was like it came off the chain.
It was non-stop until we. And you showed the last video when we saw the prom move down, and you took off, and
yeah, we're not kidding people at all. Okay, I'm only making this video clip right now because it's in our mind still, but you know, I have doubts whether I even want to put it on. And if I put it on, then I'm gonna put it on. I promise to tell everybody, but. The fact of the matter is that we've been having some bizarre stuff happening to us for a long time now. And Mark has told me, he said, Chris, if you want to stop, we can stop. And I said, well, let me think on it. We didn't really know what to think. We didn't really know, because how can I say, you know? How can I say it? I felt like, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say that.
Well, we saw, I definitely saw something new today. I had never seen before. So, heard the familiar sounds, the huhs and the whispers in the wind and the conversations, and, you know, those things we're very familiar with.
Yeah, you saw the thing in the beginning.
I saw the thing in the beginning.
We're just going to call it a thing. I didn't see it.
I saw it. I could not recreate it either. I tried.
You said, I don't know if the camera was even rolling. Maybe the camera was rolling.
I don't know.
I'll have to review it. But did it just walk away, or did it take off, or do you remember the sheen taking off?
Yeah, I saw the sheen take off. 10 o'clock. And it was going ahead of us, and it just, I saw it through the corner of my eye. I was like, really? And I didn't want to say anything. I finally spoke up, so I kept stepping back like 4 times to try to recreate it, thinking I saw the sunlight, you know, that way catch it before the sun had really moved much. I couldn't recreate that, walking back in there. I think I did it 4 times.
I didn't see it. I was too far behind you.
I instantly thought about what we saw, from the
And-
northwest.
And then we got past, we were wrapping it all up. We were going to do a quick little summary.
I'm not an irrational person. So.
No, and we're not out of our minds either, people, by no means. We're not making this stuff up. We're being truthful, okay? And we promised everybody we would be truthful. And because I just got sick and tired, I got sick and tired of holding it in, okay? I just got sick and tired of holding it in. And so when we made that final summary brief to go over what was fresh in our mind, I'd be damned. What I saw was something brown. The camera was leaned up against a tree, okay? I saw something brown just go down, like it was a movement like this, like it would be like an arm going down on the other side of the tree, like right alongside of a tree, like something going down like this. And then the palmetto just went whoop, just started moving around. The palmetto, only the one palmetto
I saw it.
moved.
I didn't see the brown thing. I just saw the palmetto.
There was no wind. I stood there and looked at it, and then I took off running because I wanted to get a better look at whatever that was. That's as simple as that.
I paused for a minute. I'm like, I'm not going to let him go in there by himself.
That was not a show. That was not a show, people, at all.
It wasn't.
And I'm telling you, okay, I consider myself an explorer, okay? I explore this stuff. Where everybody always calls themselves researchers, I look at more of myself as an explorer, okay? When I took off running to get a better look at it, I didn't see anything. Nothing. I saw...
Nothing. There was nothing.
I saw nothing.
How could it get away so quick?
And then I started looking around. For, okay, logical explanation, logical. It's got to be a big frog. Got to be a big frog. Maybe there was a frog. And so I run through it real fast, and I'm looking. No, there was nothing, people. There was nothing there.
No frog.
Something brown went down, and the palmetto just freaking just moved. It started moving. And no wind.
They followed us all the way up there, Chris.
No wind.
They followed us all the way up there.
So what I'm telling you, people, I'm going to tell you this much, okay? I feel I would be doing everyone out there a disservice if we didn't tell you the truth, okay? Some people say they have never, ever experienced anything like what we're describing at all, okay? And then some people actually are able to get it on film. And I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it. We are not losing our minds. We haven't even been out here in 3 weeks, okay?
We haven't been out here in 3 weeks.
We're not losing our minds at all. We are very
quiet going in until Chris
got that ping, got that
the
ping sound,
we both heard.
yeah.
I was preoccupied. Chris was bent over, and then when we went in, it was just very active all the way until that story.
I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it, people. I don't know what to call it. I'm almost scared to call it. I'm almost scared to call it what it is.
I got very, very antsy towards the end. I wanted to get out of there.
You see that? You hear that sound right now? That's a frog,
Yeah.
okay? And there's a swamp right across the street. We heard no frogs in there.
We saw no snakes.
No
We
snakes.
didn't see a frog. We should have.
We heard no frogs. Saw no. We didn't even see any
were on the
wildlife.
edge of the swamp,
We didn't even
I
see
mean.
any wildlife.
We didn't see nothing.
We saw spiders.
We saw spiders.
We saw
but
spiders.
We didn't see. We've been in there before when we've seen frogs jump in the water. And we saw no frogs.
So-
We've been in there before when we've seen frogs.
Oh yeah,
They're jumping in the water left and right.
normally the frogs would be jumping in and leaping ahead of you. And we saw footprints.
We saw more footprints.
We
we've
saw-
ever seen.
we
Not-
saw,
not
yes.
anything definite. I saw a lot of stick figures.
Well, it had rain
or-
today.
Or stick things.
There was a big rain that came through today. So, we saw what looked like a little small baby footprint, and then we saw a bigger one, looked like 15 inches, as it jumped the creek. And we videotaped that also. And so, but there was a big shower today, and this is just life in Florida, and it's not going to change. Finding prints is more harder in Florida because it's very sandy and our substrate is very
It went
sandy.
from 3 weeks. It went from incredibly dry to now it's all swampy and flooded in there.
Yeah, it's all flooded. Yeah.
It's all flooded. There's a lot of areas we can't get into. I think they feel safer when there's a lot of water. They come up closer. They seem like they talk a lot more across the creek, river, or whatever that is, because they know we can't get across.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So that's it. That's it, people. We're telling you the honest to goodness truth. I don't know what that was that I saw today.
I don't know what I saw either.
I don't know what that was.
I have my suspicions, but
I will tell you this much before we sign off. There was what? That was maybe a kilometer, maybe 3/4 of a kilometer in between the two.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, it's a good little bit of a hike in between the two. I don't know what to call it. People don't know what to call it.
I think they followed us all the way up there. Either that or they just passed it on as we went.
So it's getting dark, and we're going to wrap this
Yeah.
up, folks. And so until next time, we just tell you to be careful out there, guys. You don't know what you're really dealing with, and I'm just being honest. You don't know what you're dealing with. Okay, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we haven't seen this before, but we haven't been out here in 3 weeks. But looks like it's a little bit of a wallow
It is
right here, and it just rained today also, and so it's interesting to see. But you can make out where it looks like small toes in the front.
Yeah. Put my foot there again.
Yeah, you can make heel right here. That looks like where the toe area is, right about there. Goes all the way over there. That's where the small is, right about there. So it doesn't look like it's all lined up like a human per se. So it's interesting, and so we're going to keep on going and talk.
Well, we thought coming into this area, it's been very quiet until we turned down this trail and
Oh yeah.
heard something at 10 o'clock a couple of times. I heard something very faint on my right around 2 o'clock.
And mosquitoes are
And,
really thick.
Went right over here, and then behind me, it sounded like something was thrown where I'm
Yeah, it was a ping.
pointing to, or
Sounded like something being.
I don't know what that was.
Sounded like
Yeah,
a ping.
Chris heard it also. Maybe our recorder picked it up. So I'm just doing a little filming while Chris puts some
I got to bring out the artillery.
something on. This stream down here was dry 3 weeks ago. Now look at it. Yeah?
4 inches of mosquitoes going on.
Oh yeah, look. Here's Chris here.
Okay.
It's still recording.
Okay, here we go. Oh man, as you can see in the camera, the mosquitoes are really getting bad. They're really bad.
They're
It
bad.
it had rained today. Had a big storm come in today. Today's Friday, and Mark, like I was saying, Mark, I was rigging my thermocell up because I said, oh my God, it's not. I had an old pad, so I put a new one in just now.
Yeah.
And literally, as I was bending over to get the thermocell pad out, we heard a ping.
Yeah,
And it didn't seem like something dropped. It was like something got thrown and hit a trunk or something,
yeah,
right?
something like that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely heard it.
And
Towards
it's-
the area we're facing.
And it's very dark in there right now.
Yeah.
If something was tossed at us, then that means there's something close by. The water levels are up.
And the swamp is back.
And the swamp is back. Mark's going to put on snake guards. And we're just going to get rigged up for snakes just to be on the safe side. So we'll see. Okay, we're putting on snake guards because we just ain't going to take the chance because it looks, honestly, people, it looks snaky as hell out here right now. And the mosquitoes are.
So people know what they look like, Chris.
Yeah, that's snake guards right there. So you put them on your boot.
Right. They can't go.
You put them on.
They can't really go anywhere once you get them on.
And so I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, our alert level is
9.
I'm definitely past the halfway point. That's for sure. So we keep hearing like, we're trying to get rigged up so we can go in the swamp, and we keep hearing stuff around us. Like,
but I'm sure when we get in there, it's going to quiet down, or it's going to just lead us further in, is what will happen.
Yeah.
It'll stay ahead of us like it always does. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and it'll keep right a little bit ahead of us.
Yep. All right.
So we're going in this area, huh?
Man, the mosquitoes are brutal. All right, so here we go.
I'm going to cut it.
Too, so I can stay behind you.
This way, right?
Let's go around this way. Go around.
Yeah,
I had to go around that way.
Yeah, Chris. So it's part of my eyes are, they hurt because I don't have daylight. It's supposed for me to see a little bit.
Man, the mosquitoes are just like on the rampage.
I'm going to go this way. We got to punch through here. And go this way. Follow me, Chris.
Fuck! God damn!
Did you get
Spiders! I can't freaking stand them. What was that? A bird? What was that on my left? A bird? Something went.
It's up in the tree?
No, it sounded like it was on playing with us. It went, oh! I don't know.
I just ate a mosquito and I didn't hear it.
I thought it was, my initial thought, I thought it was a bird. Why do I get the feeling this hasn't been here?
All right.
Oh,
I'm walking here, kind of looking this direction, but out of the corner of my eye, right in there, you're going to lie, you're going to say I'm crazy. I kind of saw what we saw on that northwestern thing, like something cloaked, going ahead of us, going right through that area. Now, I don't have that phenomenon. I thought, well, maybe the sun's playing tricks with my eyes, so let me walk through here again. But Chris, I don't see it. Now, you're going to think I'm crazy. You don't have to put this on YouTube.
oh, hold on.
Okay?
Hold on. Where?
Right up in that area, going that direction. I thought out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw
Point,
like what we saw on that,
point from here.
that cloaking thing, right up
Point.
through there,
Yes.
right up in there. It's gone now if it is. It looked, because it went through the sunlight, kind of, and it kind of made it ripple. It had like a ripply effect
Yeah.
to it. I only tell you 'cause
What
you're
is
my
that right
friend.
there? Hold on. Hold on, what is that? Oh, shit. Come on, come on. Where? I'm looking for the viewfinder. Where?
I had to keep walking back and forth to see if I can simulate what I felt I saw. But I don't see it one bit. I'm looking forward to seeing if I see that. You know what you saw in that video?
Yeah,
That
it's
cloaking,
like a shimmering
that
shit.
shimmering thing in the sun, yeah.
It's too dark for anything to be shimmering around in here.
So, I'm just saying it, okay?
Well, we knew we had freaking activity right there. We've only been in this damn bush 50 yards.
Yeah, well,
We've only been in 50 yards maybe, people.
you can use it if you want to. I'll leave it to you, Chris. I don't want to seem like a crazy person, but I don't care at this point. So.
Okay, let's just...
If it was, they're gone. Because they were moving ahead of us.
Okay.
Like they always seem to. And,
What do you
know
think?
We did, Chris?
You want to go over there?
At the right freaking angle. 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
So,
You want to go over there a little bit?
It's not there. I mean, I could go right up in that area if you want to. There's no good freaking way to go.
Getting...
Now, I don't see any trail except the right through there. But, I mean, I'd rather be going that way myself. Could have been right up in that area, you know.
Damn.
But I don't see anything here that indicates anything. So let's just keep going.
Hey, if y'all are out here, come on out, man. It's okay.
Yeah, you don't have to run from it.
It's all right. You can come on out.
Chris, I'm going to go this way, though, because it looks real scary.
One thing's for sure, we don't normally a lot of times come out here in full-blown summer, which it's not full-blown summer. We normally just avoid it altogether because of the amount of mosquitoes and snakes and spiders. But if we keep getting activity and action like we've been getting, we'll keep coming out somehow.
I'll say this.
Mark's freaked out already.
I'll say this. You can put this on tape. I have never seen anything like that. All the times I've been out here. Something that would catch my eye that appeared to be like that. I'm not even thinking about that when we were coming in. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Well, remember I was bent over trying to get the thermocell pad out of my bag because I was just freaking obliterated by mosquitoes. And then you go ahead just a little bit and you're like, whoa, 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 there it is, there, whoa, something took off, you know, and...
I didn't hear it, I saw it, whatever it is. Chris, there's no good way.
Holy shit, look at the size of this freaking banana spider. Lord. There you go, people. Can you see that? Do you see that spider? There it is in the viewfinder. You see that spider?
That's Chris.
Oh, it's big.
Where the hell did this come from? Where did this come from?
No, I noticed that last time we were here.
Where did this come
Well,
from?
I noticed that last time we were here. It looks like more. No, it looks, I noticed this last time. I didn't put this in the video last time, but it looks like it's more now.
I mean, I noticed it only because of this.
Yeah, this was brought
And
here.
I looked here and I thought, okay, where did it come from? I don't see crap. Unless it came from this tree.
Yeah, this.
Here, maybe it came from there, but it's hanging the wrong way if it did, unless it fell down and then fell over like that. But
All right, folks. Hey, this is Chris. Here's a photo of where we're going to start at, and this possibly might be what Mark had got a glimpse of. What you need to be aware of is the video is taken at 60 frames per second, and that the next oncoming clip will be at 10%. Okay, it is the slowest that the software will slow the video down. Okay, this is really going super slow. The next clip's only going to be realistically about 2 seconds in duration, but when it's slowed down at 10%, it lasts a little bit longer. Okay, what you're going to see is the upcoming clip. Okay, so I'm pointing the camera in the direction that Mark is telling me, and so here's the clip. It's running right here. Okay, what you're going to see when I reviewed it and I examined it, what you're going to see is basically what appears to be like a pulse. So it's something that seems like it pulsates just for a split second or two, and I honestly don't think it's anything that's occurred naturally or anything like that. Okay, so here's the magnifier. It's coming up, and the pulse will be coming soon, and here it comes. There it goes. It just pulsed. Okay, so I don't know. I have to speak with Mark, and so we'll see. All right, thanks.
Okay, people, so talk about freaking,
I'm gonna go this way.
talk about weird stuff. You know, there's another big spider. Look at this, folks. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at him going. Look at that big spider. He's big, and look at this web. See that? And that's what we got out here. You got to pay attention, or you'll run right in that shit, and they'll be on your head, freaking biting your ass. Sorry for the words, people, but the pucker factor is definitely going up since we heard that pop and snaps, and Mark saw that freaking shimmering looking thing move away.
I'm gonna go around this way here, so let's backtrack a little bit. We'll kind of head through here into this clearing.
Oh man. Is it okay to go around that stump? Shit. Oh God, freaking spiders every freaking where. How many yards we in? Maybe 75?
Okay, something significant's going to be coming up in pretty shortly here. Just minutes, literally minutes after Mark had heard, or not heard, but saw that shimmering thing, we proceed on just a little bit more forward, and it's almost like what you're going to hear. It's almost like my brain just shuts down. It seems like I didn't have much of a memory of it until I actually saw it on video again, and then I remembered it. But I stutter, and I don't know why I stuttered. But here it is.
Do you? Hey, hold on. I need to hold on. Come here. Get back here. Yeah, let's.
Okay, there it was, and we'll play it one more time, and you're gonna hear me stutter again. It's like I can't even speak.
Do you? Hey, hold on. I need to hold on. Come here. Get back here.
Okay, now we're gonna play it on the audio recorder one more time to make sure it's not the camera.
Do you? Hey, hold on. I need to hold on. Come here. Get back here. Something looks like it's been wallowed down right there, but from here we don't see any prints, and I really don't want to go walking all over there.
Yeah.
That's a good way to get bit.
Come up out of the water.
I'm not saying that's it's hot, and not saying that we don't normally see snakes out here, people. I don't know why I can't have it. But we're going to keep going, but we're going to have to pull away from this water a little bit. I got a feeling something's probably up there and it's going to take off running. Huh?